After a morning at home at his nana and granddad's house, I took William out for a trip without a clear plan. I thought we'd go to the beach or pier in Llandudno. However, when we arrived, William had other ideas. He dragged me to an open-top bus we'd ridden on here a few months ago, and we went with his suggestion. It turned out this was going to Conway, where we'd be able to see the castle. It was nice to go with William's whim and end up on an unexpected adventure, or maybe he'd secretly planned this all along. On arriving, William seemed to be buzzing and was very happy to walk around the town, exploring all the little features. I slightly guided him towards the castle walls, which I thought he'd enjoy seeing. He went with this idea and we climbed up to see some views. I was a bit nervous about the height of the walls in places, but William was sensible and I always had hold of his harness. In time we wandered back towards lower ground and managed to get to another open-top bus, just as it was leaving to go back to Llandudno. We had a slower journey to begin with, which William was calm for, taking in the sights and sounds from in and around the Conway castle walls. Once we sped up on the main roads though, he was buzzing with excitement again. Interestingly, as we neared our destination, and the announcer said he hoped we'd enjoyed our trip, William was straight up and ready to get off the bus, obviously understanding the implication of what was being said, which shows that he often knows more than he lets on. After that, our adventures continued, and we drove up to the summit car park of the Great Tor in Llandudno. Here we often explore a quarry, but this time William seemed to have his own ideas, so I let him lead again. We headed straight down a hillside that was great for some free running. William kept me on my toes by ditching his dummy en route to his downhill destination. Just when I thought he'd had a good blowout, William found another route to run down. William's mummy had a bit of a cough today, so didn't join us. Maybe this was a good job with all of our dashing. Of course, when we got to a much lower point on the hill, William wasn't so keen on walking up. He managed about a minute going uphill before he wanted to be carried. We do still have his carrier, which I know some of you have asked about, but William got upset last time we used it, so we'll reintroduce it slowly. For now though, my shoulders are the preference. We trudged to the summit of the Great Tor, where William found it interesting to be in the strong wind. He also ditched another dummy for me to find. Then it was just a short walk back to the car park, which William was happy to do on foot. Altogether, I think William had a fun afternoon, and I really liked that he got to decide on much of what we did.